Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be looking at something I'm relatively unfamiliar with, and this is a Noodle Stopper figure from the series Arknights, and this is Amiya. I think she's pretty much like the poster girl of the entire franchise, and I think this is one of her alternate outfits from the phone game. Yeah, I haven't played the game at all. I haven't really been particularly interested. It's just that some of the designs are very, very cool. And I do have another figure of Arknights, but I got it more that I really liked the style and not necessarily that I particularly cared to get into the franchise. It was more that it looks cool, and I don't mind having original character statues, and if I don't play the game, it might as well be an original character statue. And that's how I feel about a lot of the Arknights stuff. They've got pretty cool designs, but I do prefer Blue Archive and Azalane designs over Arknights, but that doesn't mean there aren't good ones. And the Amiya Noodle Stopper seemed like one of the good ones as well. So you can see on the box it's just a prize figure by Furyu, but not very often do we get a window into a prize figure, which is pretty cool. And you can see there's more promo pictures on the sides, as well as all the legal info on the back. And this is just one of those standard Crane Game prizes, although it's I think it was more distributed regularly as a for sale item because it's got the barcode on the back, so it's sort of set up to already be sold, which is similar like a lot of the Banpresto items. But I guess that's enough of that. We should just get right into it with unboxing this figure. So, I mean, gotta do it the right way. Sometimes you gotta get really in there because like the cardboard really sticks to the plastic, but this is the right way to do it. Just make sure to get right in there. Don't worry about damaging the box. We're keeping this as pristine as possible. There we go. Just gotta peel all that back. There we go. That's nice and clean. So then we can just tear that all off. And there we have the Noodle Stopper. Now, just taken out of the box, you can see the Amiya looks quite good. As this is a Noodle Stopper, it's just all one piece, nothing too fancy. But because of the style of the outfit, there is a lot of detail packed into this, which is very cool to see, and a lot of paint applications, which is also very nice. But first we'll go through the sculpt, and as this isn't her base design, even though her base design is quite good as well, I think this is like a winter one or like a school uniform thing. Anyway, there's a lot of detail to look at. So she's got these weird animal ears. They're not quite bunny ears, but they are sort of, I don't know, like fox type ears. I'm not too familiar with Arknights again, but it's nice. She's got this big scarf around her neck, an undershirt which has got ruffles in the detail just a bit. There's a sling of a backpack hanging off. There's this big puffy jacket. There's whatever that is. I'm guessing it's for defense. Her big backpack, ruffles in the jacket down here. The underside is flat, so they can rest relatively well. One of the other straps is off here. You can see more of the scarf on the back. And her skirt is roughly detailed, but again it's flat, so they can rest. And the socks, I guess those are socks, are detailed nicely, as well as the shoes. So the sculpt itself isn't too bad. There's also this little phone which has got nothing on it. But yeah, the sculpt's not too bad. It's pretty well detailed for a prize figure. But in terms of paint apps, it is a little bit messy, and it's mainly like all of the hair just looks like it was just oversprayed the whole way. The ears are okay. Again, it's not the cleanest job. The face actually looks quite good, and I think that is chalked up to the eyes being stickers. as well as Rhodes Island written on her shirt. The paint apps on the scarf's not too bad. There's a little tiny bit of shading just where it meets the rest of the scarf there, and there's a decal over there. You can see some paint apps on her skirt, and they fully painted in that little love heart of the silver, which is nice. It's just more paint apps that aren't perfect in between the lines. There's a lot going on the backpack, but all not the cleanest job. But again, it's not too bad. And I believe there's some shading on her skirt as well. The pearlescent paint on the jacket is pretty cool. There is some shading in between the gaps there, which is cool as well. The hair is slightly shaded at the back, but I think because of the overspray it just looks messy. And stockings don't look the best, or the stocking socks don't look the best. Weirdly enough, the paint apps on the shoes are quite clean, even though I think they are mostly part of that same sculpt with the foot, or it might, no, it is a separate piece. Okay, but yeah, mostly clean on the shoes, which is good. But yeah, it's just a pretty standard prize figure. You get what you pay for, but nothing to really complain about too much. It gets the job done, and it sort of fits well not knowing what it is. It does just feel like an original character, and I don't really know if there's a lot of these things that are little references or anything like that, whether or not she's playing Arknights on her phone, but I'm guessing that is the same design phone that she actually has in the game. But yeah, it's alright. It's nothing too crazy, not too great, not too bad. Seeing as I have no real affiliation with the franchise, it's kind of hard to evaluate in terms of like, yeah, they really captured the character. The only thing I know about Amiya is like the rough design of her head, and yeah, it looks like her, but I think that if you took out the ears, she'd just look like basically any other character. So I don't really know how to evaluate it that much. Again, pretty well detailed for a prize figure, a decent amount of shading, and a lot of different paint apps. So even if it was a bit of a messy paint job, there was a lot going on, and they did a pretty good job with that. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say, really. Just pretty good overall. I've seen some of the later Arknights Noodle Stoppers, and they look pretty good too, but I wasn't that interested in them, but I could appreciate that they were good noodle stoppers. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time. Also, if it wasn't clear why I did this video, please pay attention to the day that I uploaded this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it.